You are listening to 600 Second Saga. Today's feature is Jane's Cocktail by A. Catherine Black. Pushing two fingers against the tablet, I scroll past warnings and disclaimers as quickly as possible. Blah, blah, blah. The box at the bottom asks, do I agree to the above terms? Oh yeah, I do. Always. I breathe in the antiseptic aroma of the surge room, imagining Rachel Zip 22's reaction when I steal all her viewers after this upgrade. Watching me fly through the paperwork, the tech, Mr. Boring What's-His-Name, asks me if I'm sure about this. Dangers of too many personality overlays and crap, and with my last emo plant only 366 days ago. I ask him back what happened to the other tech. He thinks I'm snarking, but I do wonder. His mouth opens. I hold up a hand before he can answer. My fingertips turn dark to match my impatience. Mood Skin. Latest thing from the city's best derm stylist. Works like a dream, even if it did cost a small fortune. Not as much as today's emo tweak will, though. It'll pay off, no doubt. With my sharp new attitude, thousands more will follow my channel. Ad revenue galore. The tech guy sighs and turns to the tablet. All right, he says. He needs to verify which emo I'm choosing for today's procedure. He calls out my wish list. Abandon of dolphin, nonchalance of feline, persistence of spider, Black Widow, I say. He clears his throat and continues. Persistence of Black Widow, ingenuity of octopus, appetite of vulture, resilience of cockroach, and... His mouth slacks. Keep going, I say. That last one costs more than the rest combined. Ferocity of Minotaur, he whispers. How the... newest thing, I tell this Mr. Idiot Tech guy. With no Minotaur brain alive or dead to scan, it's constructed from stories, mixed with elements of bull and human. I have connections in R&D. The tech slumps into his stool, looks at me. He asks me, you're gonna burn an experimental fabricated personality trait into your head on top of 3 previous burns? I hold up my hand, fingers red for rage. Ask him if he's ever had even one emo plant. He blushes. I guess sheep, maybe donkey. Okay, he says. Which one will it be today? He hands me the tablet to make my selection. How about 2? I ask. He chuckles. No one gets 2. His eyes narrow. No matter who they are, he says. 1 per year, legal limit, minimum time to integrate a new element. I cough, wondering if he'll buy it. Cough again, harder. I ask for water. He sighs, leaves the room. Water jug is 3 doors down. I tap quickly on the screen. Last guy gave me his password. Only took a few drinks and my hand on his thigh. Pick one, huh. These logs were fudged. This tech doesn't know I took my last 2 emos in 1 shot. Minotaur for sure. What else? Black Widow? Cockroach. I remember that chat with Jules Rev 686. Only 2? She'd asked. She'd had 4 at her last procedure. Show off. Right. What the hell? Watch this, Jules. I select all 7 emos. I'll burn up the net, my personality unmatched. I press go, start the process just before Mr. Clueless Tech returns with the water. I take a tiny sip and wink at him before laying back on the chair, ready times a million. Todd XL6 with his measly peacock shark mix will soon despise me. Long, spiny fingers emerge from the chair and grip my head, pushing painfully into my scalp. Tears fall against my will. Mr. Boring leaves the room, heads for the control booth. Meds shoot into my skin. I sink into myself, tingling from head to toe, dying to wake a better person. My ass is wet on the mossy concrete. A lazy river of crap floats by my side, shimmering in the dim of my new sewer home. Thoughts swirl and congeal, memories so slippery. Strange words emerge from the edge of darkness. People with white coats invade my lair. Jane, they say, we're here to help. They stand over there. Keep their distance. Why so far away? We're not far, Jane. We're right here. We'll take you somewhere nice, safe, plenty of food. Huh. I stretch against the cold, hard ground. My teeth grind. I can hear my stomach growl. Always the last thing my meals hear. I coil, tense, salivating. Sharp pain slams my chest. I slump, unable to move. They approach. My insides churn with malice, craving indifference. They bend to pick me up. Don't worry, they say. We'll be at the lab soon. Everyone wants to meet you. You're going to be famous. This was Jane's Cocktail by A. Catherine Black. A. Catherine Black is a writer on some days and an audiologist on others. She lives in Maryland with her family, their cats, and her coffee machines. Her stories have appeared in Flash Fiction magazine, Thinker's Quarterly Fiction, Farther Stars Than These, and others. Her thoughts occasionally land at flywithpigs.com. Find her on Twitter at A. Catherine Black. Check her show notes for links. Music is provided by Mads. Learn more about 600 Saga, our authors, how to submit your flash fiction, and how to support the podcast in the show notes. This has been Mariah Avix and 600 Saga.